One. What's up, people? Pacebreaker here, and welcome back to Warframe Wednesdays on Twitch/YouTube. If I can get this to upload. Alright, so a lot's happened since what? Yeah, because there wasn't a Warframe Wednesday last week. I wasn't really feeling too good. I'm still not feeling good this week. But, first and foremost, alright, I can't wave. I should start off in the relay. Say hello to Frost Prime, my newest Prime Warframe. This is a guy that I've been gunning for quite a while. Like I said, I needed his blueprint. I had everything else but his blueprint. So, I sold a Rhino Prime set for 30 platinum, and someone happened to be selling the Frost Prime blueprint for 15. I managed to get it, and I was able to build my frame. So, what's going to happen for this Warframe Wednesday? I will actually be going over the basics of Warframe, actually, in case anybody wanted to see. Not to mention, it's an easier way for me to record this and upload it without really having to, okay, that's 15 minutes, now I gotta stop, I gotta record another 15 minutes. I'd rather do it like this. So, let's start with the basics. A Warframe is, oh my goodness, I almost forgot, I was incubating a new Kubro. This is Prometheus. Oh, he's another one. It's another tall one, good. I always have these tall, bulky Kubros for some reason. Oh, good. He looks a lot better than the Sahasa that I bred. This one's a Senika, the attack dog breed. The Sahasa is the scavenger, the one that digs. The Hurasa is the hunter. The Raksa is the bodyguard. That's how I differentiate the breeds without actually, giving them proper names. But now we get to see what he is and, what he looks like and all that. And that's pretty dang good. I think he's like the 5th or 6th Kubro that I was trying to breed in order to get this. Well, anyway, I'm just going to go on ahead and create an imprint for him. So you can trade those for platinum, or you can use them for breeding or whatever. But that's besides the point. I wanted to actually go into detail about the frames. So let's get started. Here is your customization menu for your Warframe. So as you can see, your loadout features the frame that you're using, your primary weapon, which can be a sniper, a rifle, or a shotgun. Then your secondary, which could be any kind of freaking secondary, a hand cannon like this Detron, which is a rare weapon to get. Throwing stars like my Hiko Prime, or a launcher like my Angstrom. There's several launchers. There's the Ogress and the Penta, which are primaries, and the Torrid. I almost forgot about that one, but that's besides the point. Then you have your melee. You have 3 weapons on you. You don't have to have 3 weapons. You can actually choose to carry just 1 or 2, but you can't go without a weapon at all. So, yeah, I've got a few melee weapons here. The only one that I've actually really done anything with is this one, the Tipido. It's a really good freaking melee weapon. It's something that we got not too long ago. Then, with this, you can actually, you have another loadout, something that will go with you. This is an optional thing. So, you can buy a Sentinel, or you can go out of your way, do the Kubro quest, and get one of these. But a Kubro is a pet. That means a lot of maintenance. Even though this guy is lazy as crap. I was hoping that he'd be big, and he was. So the Sentinels also come with their own weapons. And of course you can equip whatever and then upgrade them. And then of course you got your gear, your consumables, like say in Paper Mario, your mushrooms, your fire flowers, your honey syrup, or anything like that. I don't know why I went to that. If this was Legacy of Goku, it would have been senzu beans and herbs and cookies and all that good stuff. So it's just stuff that you can manually use for some sort of benefit. These two things that I'm highlighting restore energy. These restore health. This restores my ammo. These are little helper things that you can get from the syndicates, which is something that unlocks once you've gotten your second mastery rank. But that's a whole lot of explanation for things that I'm not even going to cover yet. I'm basically covering, well, the basics. So, here's your revives. You die out in the field, your team doesn't revive you, or if you're playing solo, you can activate an auto revive, which will then bring you back with full health, and you can continue on. You only get 4 a day until the daily reset, where you'll get your 4 back. Or if you have the platinum to spend, which is the premium currency, you can buy revives in order to restore what you got. Platinum is something that you can just trade for with other players who have already paid money for platinum or gotten it from the developer streams, because they give away platinum. Or you could outright buy it. You can buy it as an add-on from the PlayStation Store, or Xbox Live, I suppose. Since I'm playing the PS4 version, if that isn't obvious. So I don't really know how the other half lives. But here we go. All that aside, all that stuff on the left, done. I didn't even have to really get that specific. As you can see, there's 4 things over to the right of Frost that says Freeze, Ice Wave, Snow Globe, and Avalanche. These are his abilities. They unlock as he levels up. You start off with your first ability, which will always be the one listed at the top. Then I'm not entirely sure what the leveling system is. We'll find out in a minute. But every few levels or so, you unlock your next ability. Before, it wasn't like that, but you had all your abilities, but you had a limited number of points that you could use, so you had to pick and choose. Here, all of your abilities are built in, so you don't have to pick and choose. You get your ultimate, your 4th ability, by level 10. So, let's go into here, our mod window. So, this is actually where the magic happens. As you can see, it says Unranked Frost Prime. That is usually where your levels are. So, let's say, for example, Limbo here. So, with Limbo, as you can see, it says Limbo 30. There's a star up there. Don't worry about that. I'll get to that in a minute. But you can see that there's all this extra stuff down here. As a when you're leveling up, the most that you can have for a Warframe, the highest level that you can go is 30. Coinciding with that is the number of mod points for your Warframe. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio by default. So you're level 1, you have 1. You're level 2, you have 2. You're level 30, you have 30. Is there a way to increase that? Yes, there is. I'll get to that in just a second. Why are mod points important? Let's see if I have an empty slot here. I don't. I'm gonna have to do another build here. Dang it. I'm gonna have to start removing mods just to set an example. Limbo is probably not the one that I should be doing this with, since, as you can see, once I stripped all my mods out, he has 60. There's a way to double your capacity. This little gold thing in the middle of these flashing icons I'm bouncing back and forth between. Yeah, it's a reactor for Warframes, Arcwings, Sentinels, and Kubros. Catalyst only apply to weapons. There's only 2 of these things. Well, technically there's 3 potatoes, as we call them. The silver one, which is just used for construction when you're crafting things, but that's crafting. The gold one, which is used for, like I said, Warframes, Kubros, Sentinels, Arcwings, and that doubles your capacity. So now it becomes a 2-to-1 ratio. So for every 1 level, you get 2 points. The maximum that you can have in your Warframe, by default, when they're maxed out, is 60. Now, you can actually step that up just a little bit more by picking an aura. By maxing out this aura, you can equip it here. If it matches that little indicator spot right there in the top right corner of the slot, with an aura, it doubles the value. So since that was a 7, it's now a 14. But if it doesn't match, it adds the value. Well, it doesn't totally add the value, but it only adds like I think like half of what the value would be plus 1. Don't quote me on that though, because I'm looking at this and yeah, it basically, well, okay, I wouldn't say, but it does add, but not as much as it should. So with like a proper mod on there, boom, now I have a maximum total of 74 points. Why do I want 74 points? Because the object of this game is to actually get the most out of your weapons, frames, and other stuff. You're trying to build the best possible build. So, as you can see with this primed continuity that I've got right here, it's a V. If I put it on these, it'll actually cut that value from 11 to 6. It rounds up when it's like that. So it would count it as a 12, but only because the polarity is on there. So it rounds up to 12 for that 11, and then it cuts it in half. Basically, that's all that these things do, is cut the value in half. This way you have more points left over to add to your setup. See, because this is a 10 and now it's a 5 so yeah, I have 61 points right now. Once I put this in, it turns into 56. That gives me more space to work around. You want to try and amplify certain attributes of the Warframe and its abilities and all that, because every frame has their own set of abilities and they all work on their own capacity in their own specific missions. Like Frost is really good for defense missions. So if you wanted, you could actually make it so his snow globe, which is a really big defensive ice shield, you can make it last for a long time. You don't have to, but that's what most people do. So now, how do you get the most out of your points? Well, this leads us to polarization. You saw me messing around with my foundry a little while ago, this thing over here, and I was collecting a forma and building another one. Forma are what you use in order to turn these blanks, or maybe a pre-existing little symbol on here, like this, into like another one. So it's basically just allowing you to change these slots to fit whatever mods that you want to put in. So you click in R3 and it'll give you your options. You can go to polarization, and then it will allow you to move around. You can press X to then rotate between, and then you find the one that matches, and then you press square when you're ready, and then that will polarize it. The thing is that your Warframe needs to be maxed out, or whatever it is that you're using it on, because you can use formers on anything that have these slots. It has to be at the maximum level in order to do this. Once you do that, then it ends up resetting and you have to level it back up. If you already have a catalyst or a reactor installed, then like I said, you'll have that 2-to-1 ratio. Every level that you get 2 points instead of 1. So by level 10, you already have 20 points that you can spend across these slots. And with these on here, you actually cut that value in half, allowing you to actually put more mods on there than you would normally. And yeah, I just showed off something else that I wasn't even thinking about. You can't put an aura down on here. An aura is basically like just a benefit that gives your frame something else. Like, it gives them, like with corrosive projection, that reduces enemy armor. If you have like 4 people with that, that's negative 120 armor. This rejuvenation, that ends up generating health for the team over time, like per second. Same goes for energy siphon. Energy siphon does that, but for energy. And the more people that you have that going, the greater the effect. Same goes for stuff like rifle lamp and all that. So yeah, it's just a good little secondary thing. It's just a it's an involuntary passive kind of buff, passive benefit basically. Okay. So once you level your frame back up to 30, then you can do it again until you have just the right number of polarities on here in order to get what you want. A good example of that is my Amprex. Excuse me right quick, I'm just going to strip everything off of this build because that's the one that I can just put back together. As you can see, over Amprex 30, it says that there are 6 stars on it. Each format that you put into it is noted by a star on the setup. And as you can see, there are 6 here. I've got 4 V's and 2 dashes. They have actual names, but we usually refer to them as just whatever shape that it is. There was another one, but it became obsolete when they made abilities built into the frames instead of something that you'd have to put on, because it's like you'd have like your basic stuff here, and then there'd be like 4 slots on the outside, and they'd have this mark right here, and then you'd have to like level up those and put them on. See, now with your frame, and the more you use your abilities, the more powerful it gets, apparently. Like, it'll go up to like 3rd rank. Yeah, I'm not even sure of that mechanic. That's whatever. But like I said, I've got my Amprex set up, so now I have 60 points that I can spend on it, and I've got a bunch of mods that actually can go in it. So as you can see, I've got this serration here, which is 13 points. I put it on here. Its value gets cut down to 7 because, like I said, when it's an odd number, it rounds up. So it would treat it as 14. Then I've got this mod, critical delay, put it on here. Yeah. So the reason why you want to do that is because there's certain aspects that get upgraded because of having certain mods in them. So I put my point strike, my split chamber. Where's my vital sense at? As you can see, my critical chance has gone up. Its default settings before you start like taking things out and putting them in and all that is noted on the left in white. The changes are noted in green. So you can see my critical chance jumped up from 50 to 125%. This means I'm always going to hit a critical with this because I jacked up the critical damage and the critical chance. I can actually take this further with another mod, critical delay, which I just showed. Put that on there, and that's 149%. This means that I will critical a critical. This is just me just talking right now. This is like basic stuff with this weapon for me. But, you know, criticals is like a whole other thing in like the damage portion of the game. Hey, how's it going? I'm just basically doing a tutorial for this stream, and then I'm going to get into the action. So then, of course, you have your elemental damages that you can combine and in order to make your weapon stronger. So, not only am I doing critical hits with this, but now I'm inflicting more status, 34.6% status, and I'm doing corrosive damage rather than just the innate electrical damage that is built into this gun. This is a shock gun. It is a crowd control weapon. So by adding more electricity to it, I jacked up the electrical damage. By adding this toxin damage, now I've turned it into corrosive damage. So then you have other things that you can do with it. You can jack up the fire rate, you can put punch through in it. What punch through is exactly as it's called. It goes through an enemy by a certain number of meters into like the next enemy or whatever. The way I have mine built, this is like a whole other optional kind of setup here. Because this gun runs through ammo fast. So I went and got a rifle ammo mutation mod. It's not that hard to get these. And then I leveled it up. I'll show you how to do that in just a sec. So that now I can run around, I can run around and I can collect ammo for other guns. Blue is rifle ammo, pink is sniper ammo, green is shotgun ammo, and red is pistol ammo. And it will convert that into the ammo that's needed for this gun, which is a rifle. And you want that. I mean, critical delay shuts the fire rate down just a bit, but you still kind of want it. Still kind of want something else to go with it. So this is my alpha build. So I'm using a pretty decent damage setup. I have another version which is just the original build for the Amprex. So it features a maxed out split chamber, a rank 9 serration, a rank 7 heavy caliber, a maxed out vital sense, a maxed out point strike, a maxed out hellfire, a maxed out stormbringer, and sense to reach. Now this is just raw damage. I don't have an ammo mutation on there. So I'm going to burn out on ammo if I don't run around or have my carrier sentinel pick up ammo for me. So this is just doing like the maximum amount of damage that I possibly can. You can put multiple damages on here, but you know, you have to be careful about what you line up, because radiation is heat and electricity. If I swap this out for, where is it, infected clip, if I swap that out for toxin, I do corrosive. Each faction that you go against has their own specific weaknesses. Some work better than others. So for my Grenier setup, I use radiation. If I'm going up against corrupted, I'm using corrosive. If I'm going up against corpus, I'm probably going to rock magnetic or viral. I don't know, it's just funny to me to use viral on them because it does strike them down pretty quick. The electricity already saps away their shields, but viral attacks health directly. So yeah, this actually was a whole other kind of build. I'm trying to remember what I took out, because I didn't have sense to reach in this. It was like a standard Amprex, because sense to reach gives me like an extra 12 range. This thing has like an 18 meter range that the electricity can fire in. This gives an extra 12, and that applies to any primary weapon. So if it's a continuous weapon, if it's got a beam like my gun, it's going to reach like halfway across the room and wreck stuff. But that's enough of that. It's time to actually talk about mods right quick. Just right quick, and then I'm going to go level up so I can show you how leveling up works. I'm going to upload this on YouTube as well. and then you guys can see all the stuff there. I don't know if I'll split it or if it'll all be one, but as you can see, this is what your mod system looks like. So you can filter through it and change all the stuff that you want to appear, or sort by recent, rarity, rating, name, polarity, all that good stuff. Basically, once you find a mod that you want, you can select a number. I'm picking 1 because I'm showing off the basic way that you level up mods. So then you click and it'll switch to this setup. So now you can actually take other mods that you have, preferably duplicates of mods or fusion cores or whatever, and you can pull those into that one. You can use them to power up the mod that you have. Once you're happy with what you got, you can press square. That will take whatever number of mods that you just highlighted and a certain number of credits in order to do it. So this can actually be helped or hurt by fusion cores, because the rarer the mod that you're trying to level up, the more mods to power it up you're going to need, and that also means more credits. As you can see, the value ends up going up dramatically based on which fusion cores I'm also using on it. These rare 5s I wouldn't use on a low level mod like this, but that's fusion, and you level that up and it gives you a benefit. It jacks the points up on that mod. If there's any questions about any of this stuff, I'm happy to answer them, but I'm basically doing this because some people who want to play the game or who have just started don't really know what all this stuff is. So there's another thing that you can do, which I wouldn't really actually cover right now, but doggone, I'm doing it anyway. Let's see, that should be enough. So once you select 4 mods, they can be all the same mod, they can be anything else. You know, basically, if you select a range of mods anyway, you have the option to sell them. Why would you do that? Don't do that. Hold on to them so that you can use them for fusion, or so that you can use them to transmute. Basically, it tells you right here, combine 4 unranked mods for a chance of a rare mod or anything else. So I've got a second wind here, a quick return, a lasting sting, and a fury. It's going to take 15,000 credits. The rarer the mods that you're using for this, the higher the cost for fusing them. Well, for, you know, combining them into a point strike. Okay. And transmutation is a random event. Like, whatever you get is a random result. Okay, so, oh wait, I gotta scroll down, I'm sorry. It's time to level up Frost, because I want this frame and I want to use him. I was actually going to show off how the double point thing worked once I got him to 30, and then you'd see that it goes up faster, but that's fine, whatever. So, by matching a maxed out polarity on an aura, it doubles my value. See, so now I get 14 points that I can put on here. Normally, with an unranked frame with no aura, I don't get any points at all to spend. Okay, so let's see if I can find a damaged mod then. Because when you start the game, they make you go through the tutorial. It's not an optional thing. You can't skip it now. So that allows you to do stuff. For me, what are we doing? I could just use a vigor mod and not vitality, because this does health and shield capacity. Maxed out, I think it does like 60 apiece. Let's see. Oh, it's 120 apiece. If I use this, it cuts the value down to 6. Okay. I don't want to use narrow-minded yet. I don't have snow globe. I can probably use a streamline, like an unranked streamline. I try to keep unranked copies of my mods too, in case I'm trying to level up a frame from the beginning. Because I can tell you right now, I'm going to be changing Frost's aura to a dash polarity, because there's a lot of mods that go with the dash polarity, as opposed to a as opposed to a D. D only gives you like a couple of good ones. I mean, there's infested impedance, which slows down the infested, but if you're running a slow Nova, there's no need. Okay, let's see. Don't really need all this extra stuff. Who knows? Yeah, we'll just put this on for now, so I'm kind of safe. So now we got an increased shield capacity, although he has a very high armor value, so I wouldn't really need to worry about shield all that much. Hydra's the one that you gotta worry about. Okay, so now we've done all this craziness, it's time to go level up Frost. I'll take Prometheus with me, but I don't know if that's a good idea. The Foundry is something else that we'll cover later. I think that I've talked for 30 minutes, and that's more than enough. I need to put my sigil on. I forgot about that. Because while I'm out here trying to level up, I want to also gain points with my syndicate, so I can finally get promoted in that. So excuse me for just a second. I'll put this on and we're going to change the color. I'll make this a nice blue. Just to fit in with his color scheme. Okay, now we can go, and since I'm using a high level weapon, it's been modded properly and all that, I can actually go to, if it's open, yes it is, I can go to Cetra Pluto, which is a high level place, which is where a lot of players go to quickly level their stuff up. Normally, I used to go to places like Earth, or someone said Apollodorus on Mercury, which is a low level survival, is a good place to level up your stuff. For me, I prefer to do this. Of course, they won this conflict. Now, I wish that I had people that did this for me. Instead, I had to do this the freaking hard way. So, doing it the hard way makes it take longer to level up your frame. Doing it this way, you only need to do like 2 to 3 runs here if you have a decent team that's willing to stay. Oh, don't want to go here. So, let's just start killing some stuff, huh? So they have pretty short range on this unless I upgrade it. Okay, so we got an Ash, a Nyx Prime, and a Rhino Prime. Okay. Very nice. As you can see, there's a white bar right underneath Frost Prime's name. That's where you can see your experience. Once that meter gets full, you gain a level. With each level that you gain an additional perk. Like as you can see now, I got plus health. Eventually, when they get maxed out, you get to see like what their total base stuff is, and then you can mod that. The fact that I didn't go over this from the beginning is kind of sad. So all I can do for right now is just freeze. So let's show off what that is. We can see, damn it. Yeah, so power range would probably help if I wanted to do that, and ice wave and avalanche and all that stuff. See, I need more energy, which are these blue balls down here on the floor. And that gives me enough energy that I can do stuff. Alright, Jaden, you just got a feature on a video, I think. Again. I can't hit anything because Nexus Absorb is right there, so. And yeah. Nexus down. Rhino. Thank you. Yeah, I got Sanctuary on my carrier, but still, that's only going to protect me for so long before they just outright murder me. Hello, sir. Would you like some Grey Poupon? One more offense. Are we staying or going? You guys are leaving?
Very impressive, Tenno. You held them all back. Time to get out of here.
And just for staying 5 waves, I ended up jumping up quite a bit. Okay, but that was that. And that's what I continue to do. Although, like I said, it depends on the team that you have with you. Because most of the time people would want to just come in, get credits, because look at how much I got just for staying those 5 waves. 20,700. Yeah, so people would stay and farm money for that. I'm going to take some negative points with Red Veil because I'm trying to get Arbiters of Hexus up to 70,000. Up to 70,000 points, so I can actually upgrade. And then I can rank up to the next level, because as you can see, I need a Bow Prime handle, 250,000 credits. That's nothing. I have 2.7 million. And then once I upgrade, then I'll get to like this level where I get like the weapon augments and stuff, and then one more level after that, and then I get all the Warframe augments, so then I can jack up my abilities and stuff. That's something that unlocks after you've reached Mastery Rank 2. How you reach Mastery Ranks? By leveling up your gear. Level up your frame, level up your weapons, level up a Sentinel, level up Kubro, you know, just level up all this good stuff. So, you're going to see my points go up in value, because I'm about to upgrade him with this. Yes, install an Orokin reactor. Now, if I take this off, I'm level 2, so I have 4 points. Excuse me. Where's my rejuvenate? Oh, goody. Now I have to find it again. Or, you know, I could just search it. That's a search option that they've put in for us. So, let's see. You know what I wanted to do? Stop that. So, we got rejuvenation. Where's my vigor? Vigor will go here. The difference between a prime frame and the regular frame, it varies really, depending on how the developer feels they want to do this. I don't want to use prime flow. I think I just want to use regular flow. Except for the fact that I'm in the wrong area. Yeah, because like all primes have a different polarity setup, and they come with like one more. In some cases, it might be changed completely. Okay, and that will be rounded up to 10, and we'll be cut in half as 5. And then we can fit one more thing on here. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of congested and sick and stuff, so it's messing with me. So that'll be rounded up, and that'll be cut down. That'll be good. Because Reflex Guard ain't gonna do nothing for this, so we'll just boost up my health and stuff for now. I'll start adding all the additional little benefits to them after the fact. As you can see, I've already put on way more than I should be able to, especially these high level mods that I've leveled up. You know, I couldn't put this on a level 2 Warframe, not even with an aura on me, because that value would have been like way too high. This is why you want to use formas. Otherwise, you're not going to get the maximum performance out of your frame. Speaking of, oh right, his imprint's being made. I can't, right. Yeah, it takes like, what, an hour to 2 hours in order to make an imprint. The reason why I'm making these is because I can sell these. Alright, now, let's see. So, once you rank up enough, you'll see it in like a little progress bar. I'll show that in a second. You can actually see that, oh, okay, it's kind of like when you're leveling up a frame, except the bar is blue and it goes in the opposite direction. Yeah, then it'll say, I think, rank up in like this little drop down menu. I'll show it. Well, that's not a problem with this weapon, but I joined in at wave 4, so this might actually be a problem. But yeah, right here, it will pop up right underneath where it says show profile and all that. It'll say rank up. And you'll see this little meter here, and once that gets full, it'll like let you know, and then you can do your test. Your first test is your primary weapon. Your second test is your secondary weapon. I hate these shockwave guys. I really do. And now I learned ice wave because I've reached level 3. That's it.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Oh, come on. Do you guys need a mod or something? Or are you just here for credits?
Continue to defend.
And host migration. There's a fair chance I'm probably going to die during the host migration because they haven't implemented invincibility frames while you're loading in yet. It's a thing that's on their to-do list.
The enemy is at our
Okay, so now I gotta hold down the fort while this person loads in. Fortunately, I have a strong enough weapon that I can actually do that and be okay. Except for the fact that the enemies are still pretty high level, and this isn't a pure damage, kill kind of weapon. It's a weapon meant for crowd control, that's why. I should have brought the Angstrom. What the hell was I thinking? It would have been perfect, because then I would have just been sitting back blasting everything. We could have definitely stayed. If I had Penta, I probably would have brought that, but whatever. Yeah, that Detron's not going to hit hard enough, not on these enemies. But, let's see, no problem with the Penta. Yeah, that's being able to stay for quite a while. Nova plus anything is good.
Get ready.
Let's see, what's up? So it's like, not quite slow, but like adequate speed. Because they're not moving super fast, so that's good. I mean, I can deal with that. I mean, shoot, it takes me like a couple of seconds just to reload the gun, and if I'm not hitting them hard enough, they can easily overwhelm that pod and bring this to a close pretty quick. Thanks to Nova, everything takes double damage. Or at least, you know, their defense is cut. You know, it's just, yeah. Seeing that if I had a team that was willing to stay to like wave 15 or wave 20, yeah, I'd go up quite a bit because the whole team gains experience. It's not just, oh, this guy killed like 100 enemies, therefore he gets like all this experience and nobody else does. Ah, hate that. See, no, they gave the mowers way too much power. Honestly, I don't think Digital Extremes knows what the hell balance is. No, just personally, that's how I feel. Because this ends up being a constant thing. Every update, there's something. See, look at that. I'm dealing out red numbers. Yeah, that's a red crit. That's a critical on a critical. Wish I had avalanche. I could also go down there and just melee the hell out of them since I have a weapon that does that. Speaking of which, time to go get some health. Depending on how much energy that I have, I can actually do channeling and my life strike will kick in. And then I can actually gain back health. I don't have to worry about nothing. Dang, 20,000. I don't even know if the enemy was primed or not. I think I just did that. Which is impressive, yeah, but at the same time, since I'm not the person that dishes out damage, yeah. See, now this is the perfect map. Well, one of the perfect examples of a map where Frost Prime or Frost in general would actually do well. Because now I could put up that snow globe and they wouldn't really be able to do anything. Unfortunately, my teammate wouldn't actually be able to blast the pod once they get close enough to it. There's a rarefied fusion core right in there. I hate these freaking swarm mowers. Always spitting stuff in your face and you can't see a damn thing. Quick way to do that is to just do one melee swing and it'll go away. Or you could roll, but this is the faster way to do it. And I think that might actually be enough for me. I need to like go and switch weapons and mod. If you give me a sec, we can come right back.
Very impressive, Tenno. You held them all back. Time to get out of here.
I really don't like giving myself negative standing. But this is something I gotta do. When I'm on my way to get this bow prime handle, I'm going to use it. Got incredibly lucky with that Tower 4 exterminate. Just a second. Okay, ready. Thank you. Some people just don't really let people change things up or anything. Really impatient. I can understand if somebody takes 15 minutes to do something, but like 2 minutes to like switch out mods or whatever. You know, or maybe even level up that one particular mod that they know that they need in their setup. I mean, if it just needs like one more level on it. I don't know, I don't get some people sometimes. It's almost like when I play GTA, you know?
Our position has been compromised.
This guy's pretty slow, but for the most part, Frost actually gets the job done. He's the type of friend that will stand there and let his enemy come to him as he messes them up from a distance. So since we start a new session, there should be other people here trying to come in. Hopefully. Is this the same? Wow, 3 in a row.
Keep fighting, Tenno.
I don't know if that ever really happens, if there's like 3 in a row. Oh, hey. I got my snow globe now.
Get ready.
I'm not going to use it though unless unless I'm prompted to, because I've done that once. I pissed off somebody and they rage quit the game simply because I used the freaking snow globe and he couldn't hit shit. The thing was that I just got the snow globe and I wasn't built for duration, so it's not like the snow globe was going to stay up for a whole minute or something. eh, because of this dark sector, you get like additional, uh, you get like additional benefits from just firing off and killing with primary. But you don't have to, unless that's the kind of thing that you want. Whatever, I don't care. One more. And 6,500 for me. Nice. So I'll be leveling up again in just a sec. See, this is the reason why, because it's so much faster than having to go through all that crap again as if you were a brand new player. If you're already experienced, then you can just come in here and just do this. I mean, if you've unlocked this dark sector. See, every frame has their own strengths and attributes about their abilities that can be upgraded. With Nova, if you increase her power strength, that actually slows down the enemies greatly. Reduce her power strength, and that makes them go incredibly fast. See, this is Snow Globe. Oh wait, no, not. This is Snow Globe. And since I changed my energy to black or whatever, you can't really, there's no real energy swirls going around it. So, the downside to Snow Globe is, well, actually that's a good thing. Nothing can go, no projectiles, no weapon fire can go into the Snow Globe. We can shoot out of it, but, it doesn't go, so if I put this down and they're trying to fire that penta, the shells aren't going to go through. Instead, there's a fair chance they'll bounce off of the globe and kill the Nova if it lands close to them. And that's why you don't want to use Snow Globe when your teammate is using an explosive launcher like that. That's why I wasn't trying to use Snow Globe, because I know that they have a penta and they want to be able to hit. Because they're able to do some real crowd clearing with that. Speaking of, if I did it and put it down, then we couldn't be able to shoot at all. This Angstrom's going to end up getting me killed.
Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Okay.
Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Like now, I can put it down now, but that would actually be a mistake. I can't stress that enough. That would be a total mistake. You don't want to do that. Something else I was trying to say about Nova. Yeah, apparently at one point her, shit. Double protection because of Sanctuary and the Snow Globe. What the? Yeah, sorry. Because I'm not entirely sure if they can see through that or not. I'm pretty sure I changed my energy color to black. Because the thing is that you have like so many different swirls and crap in front of you. I mean, yeah, it's nice to have like different colored energy and stuff, but sometimes it gets in the way. Alright, now that we're at this point, yeah, it's time to start murdering everything. Nice, everything being softened up. Ah, motherfuckers. Thanks. Alright. Probably not the best place to be for this, but I really don't care. This thing is built to hit dramatically. Oh, God. I really need to get down from there. Why am I not killing things? These guys with that freaking... God, this is like... I hate those enemies. Hate them. Why? Because they're assholes. All they do is stand back and shoot shit at you. Okay, I think we'll do well from over here then. Scope things out. And because I got multi-shot, this thing already shoots multiple rockets when fully charged. Yeah. It means everything goes boom. Especially with that molecular prime. I love that about Nova. Alright, I was saying, yeah, apparently the molecular prime, the energy wave that she shoots out that slows everything down or speeds them up, that's based on duration. I completely forgot about that fact. It was based on range, but now it's based on duration. Well, not now, but still. Whoa. I'm gonna spin attack into that guy. Alright, wave 10. They really want to try and throw stuff at us. Parasitic Eximus over there. He's trying his damnedest to fuck with us. Oh, you motherfucker. That's the other reason why I hate them. Because then they do some shit like this, these shockwave guys. It just makes it incredibly harder. I should have actually just let you die instead. But, you know, just... I'll see if I can pick you back up. Sometimes you have to pick and choose what you're going to do. God. Yeah, man. Just, and then the more of those parasitic Eximuses there are, the more damage they're going, well, the more energy they're going to drain out of you. So that shit goes up dramatically fast.
Extraction is ready.
I don't know. Because I really wasn't bringing it for this round. I have no idea why. Well, mainly because, like I said, that's not a pure damage weapon.
Time to evacuate.
It's unfortunate, but that's how it is. I don't know, these guys end up with like some really high defense. Makes it hard to do anything. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, they're starting to leave and stuff now. Yeah, it happens. Honestly, I'm not too concerned about using my abilities. So yeah, they'll round up to 10 and then it'll count as a 5 instead. So now I can actually cut my energy efficiency down by 30%. The maximum that you can do is, I think, 70%? If not 75. Because you can't do 100% efficiency, meaning like nothing. I could swear there was something else that needed to be built. I could also go and do some like tower stuff, but I don't really want to. Is there anybody else online?
Do you remember the old war, operator?
Let's see.
Or this seems to have
Move! This is something that I wish that they would actually fix and move like those little transmission pop-up things elsewhere. So yeah, I've met a whole lot of people since my clan stopped playing Warframe. Specifically, like, yeah, some new people, some people who've been playing, some people who haven't played in ages. Excuse me while I level up my frame and everything. Oh right, I can't take Prometheus, he's still imprinting. Can you hurry up? I want to take you out and level you up and see what you can do. I think I could have actually found out what breed he was beforehand if they hadn't fixed it with the mods. It'll tell me, it'll be like recent, and then you'll be able to see. Because I can see them now since he's fully incubated and stuff. But I mean, if he wasn't, like as a puppy, as soon as he's like hatched out of his egg or whatever, then these would end up in there by default. And I think they wanted to change that so it would still be a surprise or something. I don't know. Like I said, there's one thing that I learned from them is that they don't really know what the hell they want or what they're trying to do. So whatever, let's go level up. Okay, hopefully we got ourselves a good team here. Watch me be dead. Just about. Okay, next prime, and is that an Oberon? Oh, okay. So Oberon can keep us properly healed. The Nixes will be able to tank aggro. This actually ain't a bad team here. Looking at their loadouts, yeah, this definitely ain't a bad team. Alright. Since Nexus decided to post up right there where the pod is, since that's where they're all heading anyway, yeah, everybody's just gonna go over there. They're gonna start beating on the bubble, not doing any damage to Nyx, and Nyx is just gonna just rack up a crap ton of damage before throwing it back out at him. And that's her fourth move. Incredible.
Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear.
Unfortunately, the frame isn't really my playstyle, so yeah. I said, I hate these walkers. I'm not sure what I hate more. The ancients, the chargers, or the walkers. Probably the freaking mowers, because those things have gotten absurdly ridiculous. Wait, were they like just post up like that together this entire time? That actually explains a lot. Okay. Huh. Some people end up being real assholes on this game. Just doing a little bit more damage here, just to help out.
Multiple targets ahead. Leave no one standing.
Okay, so with just a little bit more experience, I'll get my avalanche. Then we'll be ready. It's like, what, 3 or 4 streams now where people haven't actually been here? Look at that. Look at that. And those parasitic X-misses are built to soak up damage, trying to just survive long enough to steal everybody's energy. This is why those guys are priority 1 for me. Then the toxic ancients and the venomous X-misses, because they're the most dangerous ones. The ones that do shockwaves, the caustic X-misses and the freaking mowers that just stomp repeatedly like assholes. That one right there. Yeah, those. Also priority 1, because then you can't get back to the pod and protect it while everything else swarms the shit out of it. It's incredibly stupid. I understood that they wanted to make like more enemies and like a wider variety, but at the same time, incredibly cheap is not my definition of a challenge. And ability unlocked, avalanche. There we go. Matter of fact, I should shut it off right now. Although it didn't do anything because my power strength sucks. Not to mention, ice against infested. Ember is the one to go with. And fire. Good lord, that fire. I mean, she don't mess around. They did buff Ember Prime a bit too. So many enemies. So much death. Did I just waste a shot? Yeah, I did. I just wasted a shot. This is what I was talking about before. Having a team that is willing to stay. Because that's more chances to get decent stuff. Hell, I got Life Strike here. I don't even remember what wave that was, but I managed to get Life Strike here, which is a very rare melee mod that allows you to, while channeling, get health back. Now, in addition to all the experience, then you can level your frame up faster. You have people that are leaving at wave 5, if not leaving way too early at all. Yeah, that sucks. Where's this caustic X-miss so I can kill him? Always something, always someone. Overrun with the crowd control. Shit. I vaulted right after I was... damn it. It sucks. Appreciate it. Get away from me. Unfortunately, these enemies have absurdly high health. Oh great, somebody to cause more trouble. Go down. Go down. Over on with the assist. Clear the field. I don't have any energy, so I can't avalanche, even though it's not going to do any damn thing. I'm out of the way, so you can't hit me with that damn shockwave, you idiot. Teaming up. That's all you gotta do. Divide and conquer. All these damn parasitic eggs and misses. Seriously. Oh, okay. You guys are just gonna keep using all your abilities, huh? Then we'll send all these things to fuck with you. Yeah, that's a totally good idea. Yeah, balance. Yeah, it's totally balanced. Reckoning, maybe? Oh, okay. Sometimes they'll also freak out and then there won't be an enemy on screen. They'll be like hidden or clipping or something. If I can manage to score like a red grid on an enemy, then yeah, it's almost guaranteed death for them and anybody else next to them. That's also the reason for the sinister reach. Way too many. Crap, I don't have enough efficiency to... Can I get on top of the fucking box, please? That's way too much for these guys. Oh, okay, we'll just do this. Range and power strength would really benefit the avalanche. Not that I'm really going to be using it all that much. Yeah, you don't want this cloud on you because it chips away your health and shields. Yeah, so I can shoot you in your stupid face. Sit up here and just mess with shit. It's really not all that work into these weapons, and yet it still doesn't feel as powerful. Granted, I mean, considering the level for the enemies, yeah. But at the same time, really? Hey, what are you doing? What you doing? Okay, never mind. No healing for you. We already have our own healer. We don't need you healing our enemies. Those parasitic extremists is drained. Since Nyx already pools her own energy in order to do that ability, yeah, that makes it go down a hell of a lot faster, leading to her getting killed faster.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
If they're leaving, I'm leaving because I can't do shit for some reason. I mean, yeah, the enemies get exponentially stronger every 5 waves, but still, man.
The extraction team will take over from here. Time to evacuate.
12. And the thing is that I gotta level him up again a couple more times. Like I said, I'm gonna change that aura, and I might add a V polarity in there, if not another dash. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see once it gets up there. But I'm not doing all that today. Not during this. I just need one more run. Where's my intensify? Intensify is not going to do it. And I just took out the wrong mod. Awesome. Yeah, well, okay. Oh wait, now we can put it on there. We kind of make up for it. Nope, it was right there. So it's 30 power strength, and this takes off 40, so it's negative 10. Whatever, no matter. Yeah, so we're a bit off. We want to be leveling this up, so that'll level that up. And that'll all be good.
I've been thinking, operator. I thought you would.
Let me double check. I'm running the right stuff here. Okay, yeah, we're good. And then I have like 2 other frames I need to level up too. So yeah, this will be a busy weekend. If I'm not already too busy playing Xenoverse and Grand Theft Auto. But I think that'll do for this stream, or at least this half of the stream. If I start up again, you guys will know. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you for the next Warframe Wednesday if I do not continue it tonight. I will see you guys later.